The next question is, what is the future of NLP and hypnotherapy? Well, that's a great question. I'm wrapping up my doctorate, my EDD in education, and my plan has been to lobby Congress actually for standardization of credentials. Now, when I start talking like that, you know, some hypnotherapists say, well, hold on there, buddy, wait a minute now. You know, standardization, I don't know. But when you think about it, when you go to a hypnotherapist, what does that mean? You go to a hypnotherapist and you go into their office. Does that mean that they've been trained in a certain way? Does that mean that they received a certain number of hours of training? Does that mean they went to some kind of certified program? No, on a national level, at least in the United States, it doesn't mean any of those things. Different states in the United States of America have different regulations. For example, Florida is fairly tough. Other states don't. California is becoming tough in recent years, in the last 10 years or so. But by and large, the consumer doesn't really know what they're getting. So I'm not putting down what any state does or any hypnotherapist or any hypnotherapy school. I'm not getting into that at all. What I am saying is, wouldn't it be nice when you go into a hypnotherapist's office to know what you're getting? I mean, when you go into an acupuncturist, they do have national certification. Chiropractors have it too. Even massage therapists, I don't know if it's national, but they have a license. So I think LMT means licensed massage therapist. We don't have that in hypnotherapy or NLP. So, and the reason for that is that the government has been looking at it as kind of like vitamins. You know, they regulate drugs. If someone wants to create a drug and start selling it, that's pretty well regulated. The FDA's got these standards that you have to meet, and you have to pay a lot of money in order to get your drug produced and approved, and it has to be safe, or at least reasonably safe, and so forth. When you we don't have anything like that. We don't have any kind of standardization like that. So what I'd like to see is some kind of standardization just for the consumer. So in my opinion, the future of hypnotherapy, at least, will deal with some sort of standardization where techniques that work will be part of the standard procedure, the standard of care, as a medical doctor would say, and the ones that don't will be eliminated. And this will be true of NLP also, which would probably end up being some sort of a subset of hypnotherapy. Now, that's my opinion. That's just the way I feel. You know, when I walk into a doctor's office, I want to see a diploma on the wall. I want to see or a degree, I should say. I want to see more than a high school diploma. I want to see a degree on the wall. I want to know where they went to medical school, and I'll check them out. You know, I'll find out where they went and so forth, and you know, I'll look them up online and all that good stuff. And we don't really have that in the world of hypnotherapy and NLP, and so we need that. It's going to make people. It's going to bring in more people, more highly qualified people, because the best and the brightest, you always want to attract the best and the brightest. If they're getting a certification in something that's not recognized nationally, then they're probably not going to do it. They're probably going to go towards something else, like being a chiropractor or being a medical doctor, which I think is great, but wouldn't it be nice to have more of a draw for more people and make it more interesting, more better for them, safer really. So it becomes better for the practitioners, better for the consumer. You got me started. That's what I see as the future of hypnotherapy. We got to have some kind of standardization. As far as the standard of care going, in terms of techniques and all, that will all be regulated by that, because it won't be a matter of what someone thinks is good and what someone else doesn't think is good. It'll be a matter of clinical trials that show what works and what doesn't, eliminating what doesn't, making what works the standard of care. So hopefully that's the future, as I see it, it is and it should be.